Okay, so we're back for more of these Fate Grand Ordeal Call 1 Paper Moon. Where we left off is we saved those, I think it was a Grow as a saber force. We saved for Sakura and Medusa against Gillis Darius, or actually known as Bluebeard. Yeah. This seems to be like the Gillis Darius is the fake version of Bluebeard. Yeah. The caster. It wasn't really look like how do I say this? Like in the Fate Apocrypha version of Gillis Darius, the caster version. Yeah. Anyway, continue on section 6 or Act 6, Greedy Worship / for eating. So L1, 2, no fight. 3, yes. 4, yes. 5, yes. 6, no.
What do you mean? Exactly what I said. The neutrality rule is currently not being followed. We believe there is probably some manner of bug afflicting the Master of Caster. That is, Build's Prime AI's programming. Caster Massive Writhing Fiend has been devouring every nearby AI it can get its tentacles on around coordinates 1750. Type Gs that escaped from Grow, Type Ds from Defend who came to deal with it, other AIs who just happened to be in the area. All of them. We have emergency on our hands. The central governing AI detected several servants scattered at these coordinates, and so sent this unit here. So Ronnie XII told you to come here, huh? Well, never mind that. What's the number of servants got to do with anything? The central governing AI has proposed a temporary ceasefire for the System Gale War. So Master and Servant pairs can work together to eliminate Caster, who is believed to be rampaging out of control. So I am calling for all servants present to assemble with their master at the church. Saber, Berserker, Assassin, and Lancer.
Got it.
Lancer, when did you get here?
We're at the edge of our territory too. After we got our ingredients left, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. I really wanted to just get to work on the ingredients and figure out how to best accentuate their flavors. But I decided I should come back here just to be sure.
I think I smell another Indian god. Is that Vayu the Wind God?
That's right. I'm Vayu's kid. While we're on the subject, my big bro's the son of Yahamaraja, and my younger brothers are the sons of Indra and the Ashvian twin gods. I knew it! It was you, Behema! Hey, Duryodhana. Didn't expect to run into you here.
Behema, son of Vayu the Wind God? Do you know what this means so fast?
You're one of the 5 Pandava brothers, aren't you? Oh, I'm impressed you knew that. But then, I guess you would, since you got an Indian divine spirit of your own.
One of the 5 Pandava brothers, Arjuna's older brother, and that is not all. According to legend, Behema's strength was without equal, and his biggest rival was...
Come on, Duryodhana. Don't glare at me like that. This isn't the time or the place, right? What did you just say?
Good point. I don't know what kind of history you have with Lancer there, Berserker. But right now, taking care of that monstrous caster and helping the AIs is much more important. So the governor wants us all to assemble at the church? Affirmative. I have also conveyed as much to Ryder, who is not currently present. This is an official administrative summons. Please comply to the fullest extent of your capabilities.
Okay, we were going to have to do something about Caster sooner or later anyway.
Well, I guess it makes sense to attack that thing from as many angles as possible. Especially when spreading the work around means I can take it easy.
I'll go to the church, but there's no way in hell I'm going with him. There's no telling when he might stab me in the back.
I'd never do something so cowardly. Why, you? You've got a lot of nerve, lying to our faces like that.
Yikes! I've never seen Berserker go red with anger before. I guess he really does hate Lancer. I have no intention of befriending any of you either. As long as we show up, it doesn't matter how we get to the church, right? So Sakura and I'll get there our own way. Right. I only ask that you all make your way there as quickly as possible. Tell them, not me. We'll probably be the first ones there. Wow, she just scooped her master up in her arms and leapt away.
I've got to head back and fetch my master too. Still, I'm a child of the god of wind. I might be bulky, but that sure doesn't make me slow. Let's go.
Hey, wait for me! This is unexpected. At least now, we have had an opportunity to see who all the other servants are, though. Come on, let us head to the church while we continue to gather information.
Defend partition headquarters.
Seething.
Well, someone's in a killing mood. You already knew Lancer, right? Is this about him?
Shut up. Don't ask me about him.
Of course I'm going to ask. How else am I going to get to you to talk to me? That servant could end up being our enemy in this Holy Grail War, right? So obviously, I want to know about him. If you are not willing to speak up yourself, we can tell Aeos all the information we have about him instead. Should any of that information turn out to be inaccurate or unflattering to you, well, I suppose you will just have to live with that.
What? Wait, don't do that. You're obviously just going to spout some baseless lies that make it seem like I'm the bad guy, or that what happened was all my fault or something. So fine, I guess I can tell you a little bit about what went down. The first thing to know is that the 5 Pandava brothers were the sworn enemies of the 100 princes, my family. But since we are all from the same kingdom, we all study under the same martial arts master.
Okay, so how did you end up becoming enemies? Why do you hate them so much? It largely comes down to a disagreement over the matter of succession. Each side insisted they were the rightful heirs to...
Hey, shut it! There were plenty of reasons for the fallout. Ultimately, though, it happened because they were a bunch of delusional bastards who don't know their place. The end.
I can't help but feel like there's a lot more to the story than you're letting on.
Yeah? Well, you're wrong. They were always like that. That's why my brothers and I were constantly fighting with them. And Behemoth was the worst of the lot. Ever since we were kids, he was always the biggest and strongest guy around. Gods, I hated him. The only way I could fight back was by relying on my wits. So I drugged him, tied him up, and threw him into the Ganges.
Utterly appalled.
But then, not only does the guy survive, he ends up in an underground world where a Serpent King gives him an Amrita elixir, so he comes back stronger than ever. Can you believe the nerve of this guy? That is such crap. Let's see, there was also that game of dice we played where I took them from absolutely everything they had. I have to thank Uncle Sakuni for helping make sure that went smoothly. Oh, and one time, when I went out to the woods to point and laugh at those sad sacks who'd been banished and sent to live there, I ended up getting caught by the Ganharvas. Then I had to suffer the humiliation of having them come to my rescue. There, you see? Now it should be abundantly clear how irredeemably evil they are. Can you blame me for not wanting to talk about them? No, you can't.
Well, I guess I can see how that must have been pretty rough. Especially for the other guys.
There, are you satisfied? Then come on, we're almost to the church.
Well, that was an abrupt end to the conversation. I suppose he really does not want to discuss the Great War.
I wonder why not.
I can make an educated guess. From Duryodhana's perspective, Behemoth is an especially loathsome rival. Little wonder that Duryodhana is not eager to revisit how he died in a duel with him.
Oh, are we the last to arrive? Sorry it took us so long, but we had a lot of distance to cover.
You're all here. Then let's begin. Good day, everyone. It's good to see you all again. As the AI Holy Grail Wars overseer, I usually only meet with the participants in serious, unexpected situations. Unfortunately, we find ourselves in the middle of exactly such a situation now. I'd rather have stayed home if Lancer had let me.
So that's Lancer's master.
I think Saber's master said her name is Sura's Jera. Not that I care. Something seems off, but I do not know what. What could it be? I believe Defense Prime AI has already told you what is occurring. Through a combination of Noble Phantasm and his Master Structural Support Program, Caster has become an enormous abomination. The abomination in question is a massive writhing fiend composed of his familiars. It does nothing but devour every AI in sight. It is completely ignoring defense neutrality rule, which leads me to believe it is rampaging out of control. It's not clear how much sway its master's will has over its action as present. But since this master is either unable or unwilling to stop it, our only choice is to punish him for this infraction. So, I am declaring them both hazards which must be eliminated for the System Grail War to proceed as planned. Kinda late for that, isn't it? They've been running around butchering AI all this time and you haven't done anything so far. Managing AIs is a key part of this Holy Grail War. I was willing to tolerate their tactics as long as they did not affect the world itself. But I can hardly ignore the rampant destruction in what is meant to be a neutral area. Suffice to say, they have crossed the line.
Okay, so why do we have to clean up their mess? This isn't our fault.
The fact is, only servants like yourselves are strong enough to stop another servant. One could say this world's entire raniment supply currently revolves around you. But putting such spec-based reasons aside, I do understand why you would question your need to assist. So, as the System Grail Wars overseer, I am prepared to offer a substantial reward for this operation.
Oh, what reward?
I am willing to share the spare command spells I have access to as the overseer. I'm sure this goes without saying, but these command spells consist of highly compressed raniment that has been customized for each master taking part in the System Grail War. All of this is to say that they will be very useful for you in future battles. Oh, that does sound good! Does that mean you are going to give them everyone? Does that mean you are going to give them to everyone here who agrees to take part in this operation? No. That may give an unfair advantage to anyone who fails to meaningfully contribute in this battle. It may be difficult to be completely fair about distributing the rewards, but I will have the defend AIs observe and record as best they are able. So if one server manages to accomplish something major on their own, they will get a reward. And if you decide to form a team and work together, that whole team will be rewarded. These kinds of decisions are part and parcel of a Holy Grail War. Well, I don't think that's an opponent any of us can defeat alone, so I say we all work together.
I second that.
I agree. There must still be lots of grown AIs in that area. I can't abandon them to die.
Not me. I'm staying out of this. What? I'm giving it some thought, but there's something else I need to focus on at the moment. And if you're all working together already, then you don't need my help. I'm sure you'll manage on your own.
So you dragged me all this way, against my will, and you're not even going to help?
They asked us all to show up, so I did. But that doesn't mean I have to do everything else they say. There's no penalty for not going along with this, right?
No, there isn't. While I am asking all of you for help, It is merely a request, not a demand.
Then it should be fine. We just won't get any goodies ourselves. And since we're the only ones here getting to eat really delicious meals, I'd say that makes us even.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, it kind of does, but... Well, I guess we'd probably just be in the way if we didn't really want to be there anyway, so...
It's okay, Sarah Jira. Everyone? Everyone has somewhere they belong, right? And we should be fine with everyone else agreeing to help. I can't wait to see what kinds of yummy dishes Lancer comes up with. Once this is all over, I really hope you'll let me come and see what he did with my materials.
Sure. It's a shame we could not get everyone to agree to help. But it's alright. I knew this was a possible outcome. Now then, let me go over the information I think you'll need to resolve this problem. I believe that Castor's colossal, writhing fiend is following an algorithm that constantly directs it to the most easily available source of Roniment. If there are any AIs in its vicinity, it will go to them. If not, it will go to the closest location where it thinks it can find more. If two or more equally viable candidates exist, it will go where the Roniment concentration is densest. It is currently located near North Defend Coordinates 1014, and since appearing in Grow, it has consistently moved south. Its current trajectory puts it on the path to Central Defend. It may even be headed towards this very church. Compare the density data for Type Gs and Ds. The most likely reason it came to Defend from Grow is that Defend's Type Ds didn't run away, which put Defend's population density above Grow's. This isn't your fault, Sakura. Defend's just as much to blame for not handling that thing. More importantly,
Did you say it's heading for this church?
if Castor is able to detect Roniment quantities, then it's possible he may be after the spare command spell I was planning to give to you. And that's in addition to the base Roniment being kept in this church, which is used to run the system itself. In fact, if he is currently a slave to his algorithm, it's probably just a matter of time until he finds his way here.
Meaning you have a pretty clear idea of where that thing's going. Then it's obvious what you need to do. Well then, Ryder and I are gonna bounce too.
Huh? You're not gonna fight with us?
Nope, I don't see that in our future. You want to do this? You go right ahead. Well, see you around. Let's go, Ryder.
Some sense of teamwork these guys have. Damn it, so much for taking easy on this one. Does this mean it's just us three then?
This makes no sense. Something's definitely not right here. The behemoth I know would never put anything above fighting. So, does that mean that isn't actually behemoth?
Hey, we're still talking here, Berserker. I don't know why, but it looks like we're going to have to fight that thing with just 3 servants. So we need to come up with a plan. Now that we know the enemy's well, the most reasonable course of action would be to set up an ambush. However, our opponent is almost certainly much stronger now than he was when we fought him. So ideally, we should have something of our own that also gives us an edge we lacked before. The question is, what could that something be? Since this is an official request you are making in your capacity as overseer, Rodney XII, should you not also be offering some kind of official assistance to help us complete this request?
Very well. I will provide you all with some Roniment before your battle to be doled out at my discretion.
Good. So unlike last time, we will have more resources to work with and a locational advantage to anticipate the enemy. And that is not all. We will also have you on our side this time, Saber.
So you want me to work? Isn't that why you're still here?
Please, Saber, I'm asking you to.
I guess things have changed since I fought him in Grow. There are no Type Gs around here to worry about, and no facilities I need to be careful with either. Having more environment to work with this time should mean I can fight at full strength if I want to. But to be honest, I don't want you people seeing me fight at full strength. Otherwise, we'd be showing our hand. You do get that, right, Sakura?
I do, but I don't think we have a choice. We can't very well go back to Grow until we do something about Castor. That's all I want. I want to go back to the place I love and work peacefully alongside the other Type Gs, like always.
Fine, I'll do it. But if I'm going to go all out, then you people had better pull your weight too. No slacking off like the ones who turned tail and ran.
Honestly, I'd rather slack off too, but I guess that's just not realistic. Especially when our chief slacker, Mr. Berserker here, seems to have his head in the clouds. Someone's gotta light a fire under his ass to make sure he's pulled his weight. I can help with that. If your fire burns his ass, I'll just fix it up, good as new. But do you really think we can win, Saber?
I can't say for sure until we try. But if you don't have to worry about collateral damage as much, then yeah, I think we can. From there, it'll just come down to which of us is the more destructive monster. That thing, or me. Alright, now it's for fight.
Its advance is relentless. It continues even onward, driven only by its simple-minded, hedonistic desires. The desire to feed. The desire to dominate weaker creatures, to tear them to shreds, to end them utterly.
The dawning of fear, the wish to flee, and the crushing realization that of that wish is denial. The realization of the inevitability of what is to come. Their tantalizing screams. Have I ever feasted upon such things myself? I haven't, have I? It's the same. The same as that red room decorated with my foolish brides. The same color, the same smell, the same screams, the same taste. I no longer need to wait for my sacrificial brides to come to me. I can go and collect them from myself. Yes, this body can tell. This skin can smell it. I see. Yes, that's right. Now I have become the very taboo point for my room. I am the forbidden room. Don't look. Whatever you do, don't look inside. But I'll leave the key right here. Don't go in. Whatever you do, don't go inside. But I'll leave the key right here. Because if you do, my beloved wife, even I don't know what I might do. But now, you're seeing it. You're seeing me, the room, your eyes filled with terror. And that means you may as well be inside the room right now. Where are my next wishes? Where are my next wives? Where are the wives I entrusted with my magical key?
Who am I?
I know who I am. Of course I do. I exist to understand all things. That is the ideal I am meant to strive for and achieve. The principle of this world, the beginning and end of everything, the absolute laws that govern all things. The root. So of course I understand who I am. I'm the prime AI I've built, the master of Castor, Mercury Zogian, an elite mage. I'm the greatest heir to ever inherit the Mercury name and the last of the pure bloods. I'm so perfect in every regard that there's no way I could possibly fail. I don't know what that means, but I do understand that it is who I am. So,
Yes, that's it.
the elation of having figured out a way to make casters noble, fantastic, and invincible courses through me. The relief of having proven how exceptional I truly am rattles my lungs like laughter. All the while, some part of me, deep in my chest, seems to strain against its mismatched surroundings. Is this Justic? No. No, it isn't. In fact, I'll go further. The question itself is faulty. Justic is found only in victory, in achieving your ideals. He was born that kind of mage. That's why he acted the way he did.
Yes, that's right. I must realize my ideals. And to do that, I must abandon certain things. Some feelings I must grind into dust.
If there was a fatal flaw in the structural design of the mage standing here now, it was that he underestimated the importance of durability. Having been forced, supposedly exceptional as he is, into retreat because of a simple numbers advantage ate at him. So he turned to his trump card to wipe away the stain of failure and prove himself. Even if doing so meant giving up any semblance of control. It worked, far better than he expected. And upon realizing how completely his creation had escaped his reach, the part of him telling him how he should be spelled out, smashing through the flimsy restraints meant to keep things in their place.
And so, before he knew it, what humane aspect of his personality as might have remained had things gone differently were completely lost. And all that remained was a pure mage lost in his ostensibly rational pursuit of ideals. Yes, that's right. Rules? Neutral zones? Why should I be concerned with such wretched trivialities? Just look at this power. The power to consume anything and everything. I am superior to all things in existence. I am all but guaranteed to become this world's next ruler. So if this is the only, most expedient path to achieving my ideals, then what problem could there possibly be in my devouring every last one of the old world's obsolete machines? Everyone knows what happens to products that aren't built with durability in mind. They end up broken.
Let us go over the plan one last time. It may be a simple thing, but that's exactly what we need. But that is exactly why we need to make absolutely sure we are all on the same page.
You said it.
The enemy cast a massive writhing fiend form continues its advance south at a pace that is 97% in line with my calculations. This is due to the unfortunate AI casualties that were unable to escape despite taking optimal measures, and the efforts of defend AIs who gave their lives in service to their duty. No, now is not the time to mourn the loss. Right now, we need to do the best we can to stop that thing so it doesn't hurt anyone else. Exactly. Our ultimate objective is to eliminate the colossal writhing fiend with which Caster has assimilated. While we do also need to deal with the small and medium-sized fiends in its vicinity. They are Caster's familiars, and so should disappear once we defeat him, so we do not need to worry about killing all of them. The important thing is to dispose of the smaller ones in front of a colossal fiend, thereby stopping its advance. Since it is capable of sensing Raniman, it should also detect Servants since they possess high quantities of high-density Raniman. So our job is to draw the colossal fiend's attention while eliminating the nearby smaller ones. And if possible, to whittle the colossal one down.
Aw, come on! Taking out the little guys? That's no job for a prince.
Stop whining! Still, at least he seems to be feeling like his old self again. I never thought I'd be glad to see him being so selfish again. So Berserker and I are pretty much just decoys, huh? I'm the god of love. I'm not much for the brawny stuff like smashing huge monsters with brute force or weakening them with sheer destructive power. So I guess this is our only choice.
Are you sure you can handle the brawny stuff? Like you said, this is our only choice. If there was anyone else who could do it instead, I'd happily let them.
I don't think there is now. I'm also guessing that just tearing off a tentacle or two won't be enough to stop that giant monster. The only way to do that is probably to destroy its heart, to kill the caster at its core. But the problem there is, we don't know where in that massive body caster could be. No, we do not. No, we do not. I am doing my best to pinpoint him, but I have not yet found a clear answer. Sakura, the prime AI of Grow, she seems to be largely non-aggressive, just like AS. But it also seems like she technically has what it takes to be a competent master. If Saber were to use her full strength,
Oh? Then you'd be able to figure out that damn caster's whereabouts?
No, I'd slice the thing to ribbons, turn all the pieces into stone, and hopefully one of those stone ribbons would be the right one.
I see. That's a lot more brute force than I was expecting. Alright, got it. I'm not cut out for that kind of unseemly hard work, so I'll let you handle that part.
On the subject of finding things, why not go after Caster's master?
you mean cutting off caster's main supply of raniment at the source? That would certainly be one way to resolve the situation. Unfortunately, the problem with that approach is that the monster is essentially acting on its own now. So while I am sure its master is staying as close as necessary, we cannot be sure that we will find him nearby. It is safe to assume Caster's master is aware of this vulnerability and is therefore doing everything he can to hide. I am therefore forced to conclude that it is not realistic to search for him in our limited window of opportunity.
I don't know why, but just seeing that master kind of pissed me off, so I would have been happy to win by killing him. But if that's not possible, then we'll just have to do something about his monster. By the way, would you two mind standing next to each other for a moment? Weird. They seem similar, yet completely different. Oh well, it's not important. Never mind. Anyway, we're good now, right? I'll be waiting somewhere I can easily make my first move. I will attack as soon as I see an opening, so just follow my lead when I get moving.
Oh, Saber! I'm sorry about her, everyone. Anyway, I guess I better get going too. Oh, hang on a second. How are your injuries? The ones that you treated before? I never treated a master before, so I'm curious how it worked. I feel completely fine now. Thank you. Here, see? Just look how much energy I have to spare now. Huh? Really? Well, that's good to hear. But let me know if you need anything else. I will. Okay, everyone. Good luck. Here it comes. I am doing my best to predict its next move in real time using thought acceleration, but there may still be situations I cannot anticipate. In those cases, I can only ask that you do your best to play it by ear.
Yeah, we know. Though I wish you'd focus on predicting exactly those kinds of unforeseen situations.
Alright, everyone, let's do this. I knew it. It's just not right for me to be working cleanup duty like a common foot soldier. I'm the kind of guy who should be leading the charge. Against the enemy general. How did it come to this? I don't see how any of this will help me get what I want.
Quit whining already! Okay, everyone. I swear by all of repair that I'll heal you right away if you get hurt. But I'd much rather none of you get hurt in the first place, so please be careful.
Let me see here. Okay. This one here. I'm gonna check the bond. How far am I?
Konyaskaya?
185. I'm gonna switch it to Kukulkin. Because, I like her. Stuff like that. I'm gonna go with this one here. And T-bot bond on.
待機よし、思想よし、スタイルよし、任せて。完全配列よってそのようにはち切れそうでしょ。こちらの話です。まっすぐに容赦なく。はあ、イノベーション始めます。ギューンギューン、この私が、祭壇がないのならこうして自分で作るまでです。覚悟してくださいね。ククルカン本気パンチ。
Here.
好き放題扱ってあげましょう。いい風です。
うまい手を考えよう。ありがとう。どうも。
青函高校スキン形成いいでしょう。祭壇がないのならこうして自分で作るまでです。覚悟してくださいね。ククルカン本気パンチ。
おっとかい。敵対しているものだとはいえ倒してしまうのはちょっと忍びなかったね。
That one's pretty easy and simple. Next one is some warm-up, pre-warm-up fight for the boss.
Where should we put this, Chief?
Over there. And hurry. I hate wasting time.
You don't have to tell us Speedster twice. We'll have it done in no time. Vroom!
Now, this should go here. And... that's it. It's all coming together. No, wait. A spell like this would work better this way. I'll make some minor adjustments. Got to keep things running as efficiently as possible.
What is it you're seeing, Master?
Oh. Curious?
No, I am merely your sword. I have no doubts or questions of my own. Forget it. I shouldn't have asked. Please disregard what I said. I do not have the capacity to see things as you do, Master. And I certainly do not have the capacity to see things more clearly than you.
You know, I've been wondering this for a while now, but... Are you actively trying to make yourself seem unexceptional?
Not at all. This is neither anything exceptional nor unexceptional about me. I truly am just your blade. Nothing more, nothing less.
Is that so? Well, whatever. I'll go ahead and answer your question anyway. What I'm seeing here is the future. Though that's not to say I'm seeing the future itself. I'm just measuring and observing what it'll become. Oh? Not so much as a from you that time, eh? Well, General, you really are a lot like a sword, aren't you? Of course, I don't know if that's how you want me to see you, but oh well. Anyway, I don't know if you got all the nuances, but that's what it is I see. But just so there are no misunderstandings, I'll say this. I'm just doing what I want. I have no idea what the future will bring. Whether those other servants live or die is all up to them. Kama, on your 4 o'clock.
Already dealt with. Gosh, we're really in sync today, aren't we?
Now it's my chance to cover myself in glory. Take this! Damn it, that thing's just too damn big, even for a master of the club like me.
Hey, you're stealing my thunder! Oh well, I figured you'd do something like that. And hey, now the enemy's focused entirely on you.
Aww!
Fall back! Alright, we've cleaned up a fair amount of little ones and we've got the big one's attention. So, anytime now. I wonder just how little Miss Resting Bitch Face is going to come through for us.
You mean Sakura?
Okay, Sakura, I'm going. Get somewhere safe and wait for me. I'm your master. I'm going to watch you from right here. Also, ha! Here. I know the Central Governing AI already gave us some supplies, but I want to gift you some ramen too. It's a little nest egg I've been saving up for a special occasion. Please, take it. I think you'll need it. Okay, thanks. Then I'll use this extra ramen to change my spirit urge into something a little more suited for battle. Stand back.
Ooh.
Wow, you look awesome! Huh? Did you just click your tongue? Much as I am loath to admit it, there is apparently a bit of antenna in here. Much as I am loath to admit it. Maybe that is why. Maybe that's why I started speaking more formally. I don't mind either way. Just be yourself. I do not think I mind either way either. But for the time being, I will keep to the formality. I am your servant, after all, as I have just made abundantly clear. And yet, I am also still me. Still fundamentally the same person. Yes, I know. Now, if you'll excuse me. Okay, see you later, Saber. And please, be careful. Huh? What was that? No, never mind that. Right now, I need to focus on her battle. Good luck, Saber. Christ's soul. A thing born from my blood, bearing a golden sword. It went on to father countless hideous monsters. And so it is through this sword that I connect my own demonic self to the lineage of all monsters. Now go, my monsters. Tear your prey with your teeth. Rend it with your claws. Toy with it, if you wish so wish. And once you ripped it to tiny shreds, my eyes will finish the job.
Okay. So it's solo fight for Medusa Saber version. Oh, okay.
共に行きます。輝け黄金剣。怪物の進化を従います。いいでしょう。我が血より天魔と共に生まれし者よ。剣持ちて怪物の父たる者よ。我が魔眼にて汝を祝福する。クリューサーオール。ケルベラス。こうしてあげます。スキュラの餌になりなさい。
Yeah, it's not possible to like fucking beat him anyway.
共に行きますか。出番ですよ。従います。そうですか。
The Soul? I think that's how you
我が
pronounce
血よ
that.
り天魔と共に生まれし者よ。剣持ちて怪物の父たる者よ。我が魔眼にて汝を祝福する。クリューサーオール
Crusoe. Okay.
ケルベロス。こうしてあげます。諦めなさい。終わりです。
Battle ends after 4 turns. Okay. Wait, how the hell did that happen? 1 turn. And then, did I actually stun him again? Oh, I did. What?
そうですか。従います。いいでしょう。ケルベロス。こうしてあげます。プロメテウスについばむがこ諦めなさい。終わりです。 目覚めなさい。そうですか。いいでしょう。我が血より天魔と共に生まれし者よ。剣持ちて怪物の父たる者よ。我が魔眼にて汝を祝福する。クリューサーオールケルベロス。こうしてあげます。怪物と出会えばこうなるのです。
Alright. Battle ends right there. Survive 4 turns. The Prime AI of Defend gazed off into the distance as she went over her duties in her mind. She was here now to fulfill those very duties. There was a chance the monster in the distance could reach their location, or that a stray projectile might strike nearby. What would she do then? What else? She would protect her leader even at the cost of her own life? That is simply who she was.
How are things going? The real battle has only just begun. The enemy's advance has halted, at least for now. But could you not have determined that on your own, without coming outside to consult? I was in the mood. Whatever happens, it will have a profound effect on the Holy Grail War. Perhaps we could say it is the first step in the Grail War. Either way, when watching the stars move, it's best to step outside and look up at the sky, even if that sky is false. Incomprehensible.
From then on, the two remained silent as they studied the giant writhing mass off in the distance. And then... What?
I wasn't expecting this. As if that massive bulk wasn't bad enough. It regenerates too. Caster must be moving around inside that thing every time I attacked.
I don't think this is working like we expected.
Oh, crap. You're right. This isn't looking great.
Could you back her up, please?
How can I say no to such cute puppy dog eyes? Okay, I suppose I can help out a little. But if it goes well, I want you to give me a nice big reward in exchange. Okay?
Hey, quit slacking off, would you? Now that we've dealt with the little guys, I say we try going after that thing directly again. I swear, I don't know what you all do without me. What you'd all... Okay. I swear, I don't know what you'd all do without me. Well, when they write about today in the history books, make sure you include this. The moment the plan failed and things were at their most dire, the great Duryodhana swooped in to save this day. And thanks to him, everything worked out. Okay, I'll give it one more shot. And if things look hopeless, I'll run for it.
Well, I felt like like maybe I should praise him. But now that I see the look on his face, I'm not so sure.
Alright, I guess I'll have to go the MP loop way? Keep on set on. So this one is just battle ends when 2 HP bar. HP bar is broken. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with that arts part.
まだまだ未熟者ですが頑張り。やだな、戦いですから今のうちに準備を。仕方ないな君たちは。
I'm gonna stun him.
戦いですからやだな。白兵戦行きます。精神の導きをもうエロゴーゴー。はい、やれます。ハオハオ、いいよ。いざや舞い、守りて踊り、打ちかかりてはことびきましょう。継承ウイ、気力連
Oof, so
撃。やっ
close.
ちゃうぞ。やあ。もてなしましょう。
Son of a bitch. So close.
お返しはしなくてはね。
I'm gonna save it. This.
いいとも。いいよ。えい。えい。いいハンサンチェズン。いた。
Oh, god damn it. One time, one turn? I swear to god, dude.
2 left. Shit.
仕方ないな君たちは。
Alright, this?
やります。
This?
第一だ。はい、やれます。ここでまっすぐほどほどにね。いざや舞い、守りて踊り、打ちかかりてはことびきましょう。継承ウイ、気力連
Got him. I can't believe you're making me work so hard. Can't you finish this thing off already?
Were it so simple, I would. I think I have a chance to finish this now. These resources I'm working with won't last forever. I need a window to catch my breath. Come on. Come on. What? More environment from Sakura. Where did she get all this? No, never mind that now. This is my chance. This will be a gamble, but if I cast my mystic eyes over an even larger range, I can petrify the entire area where Caster could be hiding.
Nice.
Woo!
You got him. Or not.
I see. The petrification is working. And I know for sure that it's reaching Caster.
Cut the crap. If that's true, why hasn't that thing fallen yet?
Because it's so massive that even my mystic eye's petrification is taking a little time to work its way inward. At present, Castor is like a parasite hiding within its host's flesh. When the outer layer of flesh is petrified, he makes new flesh to hide himself in.
So, much like Russian Matryoshka's dolls. He is creating more thin flesh inside a petrifying being and using it as a shield.
So then, what do we do now?
Even if we can figure out where Castor is, it's not gonna matter. Even if we can figure out where Castor is, it's not gonna matter if the petrification doesn't reach him.
Then how are we supposed to defeat him?
Ah, my room is full of secrets. Like the corpse of all my wives who sneered at me. The next wife who sees those corpses becomes a corpse herself. Then by the next wife, and the next. And so the cycle continues into infinity. There is no end of bloody wives to be found in that room. No end of taboos to be unleashed upon the world.
Then that means this noble phantasm included a concept of infinity and repetition right from the start.
Alright. Who am I? There's no way I would know. I have an excellent memory. I can clearly recall past events with barely any effort. Oh. It's probably good at a Behemoth one. POV. Though I know there's no point in taking the time and energy to record them on a separate medium. I know that, but for some reason, looking over these records makes me feel at ease. It's a relief to look at external records, compare them to my own memories, and confirm that they're both the same. It's the one thing I do that kind of feels like a form of recreation. But no matter how many times I reread the beginning, I don't see anything that explains this feeling. There's nothing written about it anywhere, which means it must have been here inside me right from the start. Why? 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 Why do I always feel so incredibly guilty?
Hey there. Writing another diary entry? I know I said this before, but you AIs have a way to record data in your internal memory or something, right? So how come you go through the trouble of turning materials into pen and paper so you could write out your memories by hand?
That's none of your business. I just feel like it.
Haha, that's so. A nice, simple answer. Works for me. Even cooking really just comes down to the feeling that good food is better than boring or bad food. If people only cared about filling up on nutrients, there's plenty of ways to do that without involving stoves and pots. On which note, the new dish I made with the materials we got from Grow is done. It's spiced perfectly and it has a rich depth of flavor. Its fluidity makes it easy to eat, and it is packed with all kinds of different ingredients. Do you get it? This will go perfectly with the naan I made the other day, Pandava style curry. Now go on, eat up, but put that diary away. Put that diary away first so it doesn't get stained.
I really don't want any. But you're not going to let me go until I have some, are you? Okay, here goes.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, it's good. Thanks.
Just good? And your expression hasn't changed at all either. I know it came out well. If I'd served this to Yudhishthira, Arjuna, Nakula, or Sahadeva, I'm positive they'd be smiling from ear to ear. But in your case,
I'm sorry. I know you went to a lot of trouble to make this. It's not bad, really. But I don't know. It just feels like...
I get it. You've got something weighing on your mind and there's not room for anything else. Even my cooking. Right?
Yeah, I think that is what it is. Hey, Lancer. What would you do if you were racked by guilt and you had no idea why? I don't know why I feel this way. I really don't. But I can tell it's coming from somewhere inside me. And it's why I'm scared to do, well, anything. I was so relieved when you said you were coming back here after what they told us at the church. This way, I don't have to do anything. Still, I really am the worst, aren't I? The other AIs and servants are out there fighting right now. And I'm just here feeling bad about being the only one not doing anything. Some of the guilt is coming from that. I swear, I really am hopeless. I know I messed up, but I have no idea how I got like this or what it means.
Master.
I knew the Daiwu was pointless, but maybe it wasn't completely useless. At least now I know that no matter how much I write in it, I won't find an answer. So, I'm sorry, Lancer. You're trying to cheer me up with your cooking before you focus on winning the Holy Grail War, right? Unfortunately, I don't think anything's going to work on me. I feel so guilty all the time, and I doubt there's anything that can make it go away. So if you really want to win this, you should forget about me and...
Damn. So I still haven't gotten through to you.
Huh?
What I mean is, you were too preoccupied with those guys to focus on my food. And that means I didn't do enough prep. Yeah, I think I might have messed up here. Yeah, I think I might have messed up there. So let's get that taken care of real quick and try again.
Huh?
I knew it. It's all about fundamentals. He who masters the fundamentals will be the victor. This was all about resources, so of course the one who gathers the most with the greatest efficiency is going to win. And the one who figures out a system to directly convert those resources to power is all the more secure in that position. Even such simple truths eluded those fools. So how could they do anything but lose? I knew it. I, Makiri Zogan, am the one who is destined to achieve his ideals and reach the root.
I've known guys like you. You're greedier and more envious than anyone, but you've got pride in spades. You don't ever want anyone seeing you lose, so you rely on everyone else to do your fighting for you as much as you can. Yeah, I'm used to finding guys like that. The sorts who hide at the margins of the fight. Usually, I just rely on my instinct to actually find them, though. No, wait. Maybe you don't deserve to be lumped in with him. It could have been a trick of the light, but I think I, at least, saw a glimmer of justice deep in your eyes, even if it was held back by reason. Of course, that was also at a distance, before you went and pulled this nonsense. I guess bringing out the big guns unbalanced your mind. I get it. Handling heavy weapons isn't easy.
You coward.
Who am I?
I know I messed up, but I have no idea how I got it like this or what it means.
Yeah, maybe I'm no different. Honestly, I think I'm a little strange myself. Were I my true warrior self, I'd never have resorted to ambushing a weakling, especially over something that doesn't directly affect my allies. I surprised even myself here.
You.
But at the moment, I guess I am more of a cook than anything else. So I'll do whatever prep work I have to, however much of a pain it might be. There's no fun in killing a weakling. But cooks can't be worrying about that kind of thing every time they put down a struggling fish.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening. I'm a Zogan, a proud, noble mage. Mage? No. Yes. I'm not. Oh, I see. I'm just a part of an artificial personality, which means, damn it.
Does this mean? Oh no!
What?
Curses! Still there was another dragoon out there? Curse you, my craven, cowardly brother-in-law! Curse you! No! My room's been sealed off at the source! No!
What just happened?
Both Caster and the Colossal Writhing Fiend's signals have completely disappeared. The most likely explanation is that something happened to his master. From the look of things, it is likely someone killed him.
Who, though?
My first guess would be either the Lancer or Rider who declined to participate in this operation, though I cannot say whether this was a coincidence or their plan from the start. So, if only the master was killed, why did Caster disappear too? Something so large must have required a constant supply of mass amounts of raniment to function. Even after its supply was cut off, it tried to continue summoning additional smaller fiends. As a result, all the raniment Caster was using to maintain his form was swallowed up in an instant by his own noble phantasm. That, at least, is my best guess as to what transpired. Although, that is not the only possible explanation.
Wait, that's it? You got to be kidding me! After all that, that is how it ends? This is bullshit!
What does it matter as long as it's over? It is over now, right?
We have confirmed that Caster's Colossal Writhing Fiend has disappeared. Congratulations on a job well done.
Wow, a special transmission from the governor. Gosh, that's neat.
Indeed. Phew.
Great job, Saber. You were amazing.
I didn't do anything special. I only did what I had to.
Alright, fine, whatever. If it's really over now, then hurry up and give us our reward. Well?
A moment, please. I am considering. Confirming definitions, reviewing data, replaying records, substituting alternative situations, deliberating, comparing, searching for contradictions. No objections. I've come to a conclusion. The definitive factor in ending the situation was the cessation of function on the part of Caster's master. I have therefore determined that the servant responsible for that cessation deserves the lion's share of credit, and will be awarding his master with an additional command spell. However, I am not completely heartless. I will send someone over with enough raniment to compensate for your energy expenses later, as a consolation prize. That is all. I look forward to your future efforts and hope you will all participate enthusiastically in the next round. Goodbye.
Oh? That's it? After all that hard work, all we get is a little raniment? This is bullshit. It's a scam.
I figured it would end up like this.
Still, at least that monster is finally gone. Now, none of the AIs from Grow or anywhere else will have to worry about being eaten. We can go back to our regular, peaceful Grow and the job we love doing so much. Really, what more can I ask for?
True. There's nothing more important than peace. Well, peace can't fill your belly. Ugh, I can't believe all my hard work was for nothing. I'll happily put in whatever effort it takes to get what I want. But I never put in effort for anything else. Ugh, how humiliating.
Quit whining already! Sure, it's a shame we didn't get that command spell, but at least we are going home empty-handed. I'm not happy about the circumstances that led to this, but the fact remains regardless. With that creature gone, the next thing we're going to see is a ton of damage to Van Grow and other AIs coming to repair to have their injuries treated. And that means this is a huge opportunity for us to rake in the Runnyman. So this is no time to stand around complaining. Woo! I can't wait to start repairing.
Wow, you really fired up all about this?
Talk about a wild fiend chase. All that hard work and all we got was reimbursed for our expenses. I think there's a term for this kind of thing. Passion exploitation, was it? Passion, huh? You know, in spite of everything, I really did do my best out there when it lands.
Thanks for giving this your all, Kama.
Yes, that's it. That's the stuff. Now I feel like I just about broke even. Oh, did you want to pat my head too while you're at it? No?
It was an incredibly messed conclusion. As a result, the bird looking down on the world from above up above couldn't help but think that this made for a completely unsuitable first step of the war. In fact, it didn't even qualify as such. The situation itself only made that clear. There was someone who had been given a small bit of grace, a being with a will of his own who continued to struggle for his life in the way that all living things do.
A good noble. Always make sure to have a gilded carriage. Always make sure to have a gilded carriage at the ready. A secret carriage, of course. Since I possess one, it must be so. Now, do send it home. Although... oh, tragic. With no money to my name, what woman would ever want to marry a man like me? I can't see anymore, but I can tell you're a servant. Who are you? Has the Reaper come to collect the fallen grain? It's Durga. Well, why haven't you finished me off yet?
What's more, the servant's master wasn't even properly disposed of. Normally, the winner of a battle should be given the authority. That is the rule of the Holy Grail War. If the master isn't nearby, you can just remove the AI core and transplant it elsewhere. But Lancer was content to merely destroy that master's outer shell. He even left his command spell intact. In which case, this master should be given another chance. Yes, he overstepped, but right now, things are far too stable. There are too many masters here who are not at all eager to engage in their own acts of aggression. We can't have that. We must have servants and masters fighting and killing one another. That is the power at the heart of the AEC method. The power that makes this world go round. Which is why I will now create a new master. Fortunately, the experimental format set for builds Prime AI allows for a certain degree of inventive freedom. So come forth, wicked AI master. Come forth, alter ego invented it master. Alright, keep partition headquarters. Oh, that's gonna be Bahima and Surajera. Section 7, dull pain is never seen / reconstruction.
I swear, where in the world did he go? And just when I wanted to ask him about this mark on my hand getting hot all of a sudden too. I mean, I'm sure it's not a big deal. He didn't act like he never wanted to see me again or anything. But if he got pissed off and left because he thought I said something mental or whatever, that's just going to be even more depressing. Then again, maybe I really did say something like that earlier. And if I did, who could blame him for leaving?
Prime AI,
What? Yes?
it's time for our regular replenishment.
Okay, go ahead then.
I'm not sure why what I'm about to say feels like admitting defeat. But since this approach clearly yields greater efficiency and increased motivation, it's completely logical to pursue it. Yes, completely logical. What I'm trying to say is, are there any more of those new materials around? The ones Lancer calls cooking?
Aren't you guys always saying you don't need any fancy tricks? That a stable energy supply is all that matters.
That's why we thought, yes, that is, we still do. But now that we've experienced the unidentified buffs that came from that cooking, we would prefer to have it again if it's an option. I would stress that this is a completely logical conclusion.
So maybe this is what they mean when they talk about having a discriminating palate.
Prime AI, you're the master of Lancer, who is capable of this cooking. So we were wondering if you might have gained a similar ability yourself.
Me? I don't. Popo staring. Fine, I'll give it a shot, but don't get your hopes up. There, but all I did was throw the materials together and convert them. So I don't know if it actually tastes good or not.
Oh, I think there's a new and different kind of cooking. Could you tell us the name so we can add it to our database?
I think it's called ratatouille. I'm not sure though.
Registration complete. Alright, time to resupply.
Wait, you add a dash of this powder? And you add 2 dashes of this one?
Understood, we'll do that. I see. This is...
Wait, don't say anything about it. I know it's terrible compared to his cooking. This is just a stopgap. Something I threw together as a diversion because you guys were starving for whatever cooking you could get. So please, don't pay how it tastes any mind.
Why not? Seems perfectly decent to me.
What? Lancer, when did you get back?
Just now, and the first thing I noticed was that something smelled tasty. You're a pretty good cook yourself, Master.
Look, forget about being nice. Just tell me what you really think.
Already did. It's perfectly decent. Really, it's not bad at all.
Compared to your cooking, decent might as well be worthless.
I wouldn't say that at all.
I agree. Since you ordered us to be honest, we'll give our response numerically. Your cooking scores a passing grade of 231 points in total. Congratulations.
I'm not sure what to say to that, since I have no idea what the top or average scores are.
That aside, Master, I should have known you'd be able to cook too if you set your mind to it. That's honestly what's most surprising to me.
Well, I am technically the prime AI of Keep, apparently, and I saw the way you converted it and processed those other materials, so I figured I could at least make something with them. Most of all, these AIs really wanted to replenish their energy via cooking. So on a whim, I thought it'd be better to try making something. If I'd known you were going to come back, I'd never have made anything so slapdash.
Replenishment complete. Thank you for the delicious meal. I can confirm that our new tastiness satisfaction stat has gone up. It may not have reached a new max level, but it is definitely enough to satisfy us. We were going to begin a detailed analysis comparing all the ways your cooking compares to Lancer's. but after seeing the way you're glaring at us, we've decided it's not worth the risk.
So you cooked for them because they asked you to, and they were mostly happy with what you made them? Sounds about right to me.
Is this kind of thing normal with cooking?
Completely normal. By the way, how come you had them each add different kinds of powder to their food?
You saw that too. I was only making a few adjustments. I mean, it just makes sense that a girl with light fatigue and a girl with arm fatigue would need different tweaks to optimize their condition, right? I couldn't do much to improve the flavor, but I figured I could at least do that.
Huh. Her lack of confidence aside, she really pays attention to her teammates, doesn't she? Maybe her habit of keeping a diary allows her to have observational skills.
What are you smiling about?
Oh, nothing. Honestly, I was just thinking about how I misjudged you.
Are you mocking me?
I'm being completely serious. Hey, there's still some food left over. This is perfect. That little taste I had earlier wasn't nearly enough, so I think I'll polish the rest off. Down the hatch.
What? Hey, that cooking's not nearly as good as yours, right? So why would you?
Who cares about that? You took the trouble to make it. Besides, you don't turn down food someone else made for you. Oh, I've never seen this kind of vegetable before. So that's what it tastes like. Is this the kind of veggie you prefer, Master? It's a good flavor profile too. I could gladly eat this all day.
Never mind that. Where did you go anyway? What have you been doing all this time?
Oh, that? I just went to kill the caster's master.
Huh? Wait, you're serious?
Of course, I killed him myself. It was surprisingly easy. I don't know for sure what became of Castor though.
You're not the kidding type. So you really are serious? Then, let me double check the rules. Battle result: should an AI master die before their servant, the victorious master is permitted to access the defeated master's AI core. This, in turn, awards that prime AI's admin privileges and any remaining command spells to the victor. So, did you bring back his core then?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Right. Of course you don't. I wonder what's going to happen now. Did we break one of the rules? What would the overseer say about this? Or maybe things are set up to happen automatically? I just don't know.
Something on your mind? Your brow's more furrowed than usual. Maybe some of your food will chew you up?
Absolutely not. That's the last thing I need.
Fine with me. I know I'm the one who suggested it, but I don't think my pride could take it if you liked your own cooking more than mine. Alright, now that I know more about your preferences, I'm gonna try coming up with another new dish. And now that I've taken care of your regrets with my prep work, I'm sure I can make something that will really speak to you this time.
Regrets? I wonder. All this guilt and uncertainty I have inside me. Is it even possible to make it go away?
Alright, back to it.
Okay, let's just cover this up and... Done! All you have to do now is take it easy for a while. Thank you. It's not much, but please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Are you sure? I wouldn't have minded it waiting until you were all better, but thanks. Next! It's okay. You don't have to come to me. Just lie down right there. I'm going to have to take your consciousness offline for a bit to work on you. Don't worry though, everything will be just fine. Okay, here we go.
Phew! Nice work out there.
Taking a short break? Good idea. In the long run, that will definitely improve your operational efficiency. You should let the type Oz who came to help handle things here for a while. Thanks everyone. You being a big help too. I thought we were doing so well, but I guess it's no surprise such a huge monster did so much damage.
Hey, at least it's better than if we hadn't done anything, right?
I agree. We were clearly able to substantially reduce the amount of harm done. Otherwise, it is quite possible there would be no injured AIs to treat at all. I know, but even so, I still feel terrible that this happened. I know it's Repair's duty to fix anyone who's damaged, and I'm completely fine with that. But it doesn't mean I want anyone to get hurt. You know, I was thinking, family is supposed to be the people who are most important to you, right? And building a family means adding more important people to your life, right?
That's true.
Whenever I imagine those people getting hurt like that, it makes my stomach get kind of tight and twisty. So if I get my wish granted and everyone becomes part of a family, then this terrible feeling I'm experiencing now might get even worse if they got hurt.
All the more reason to make sure they never get hurt.
But there's only so much you can do to prevent that. Love and pain are two sides of the same coin. You can't change that, no matter how much you might want to. We form connections out of love, and it's because of those connections that we feel others' pain as our own. It is a simple, immutable truth of life. Love hurts. So, what are you going to do now? Give up on your dream of making a big, happy family? No, I don't want to do that. Not at all. Even if families aren't all positives, maybe more so knowing that. I know I'll need to be ready to deal with pain. I know I'll need to learn to accept that there may be hardships. But even so, I still feel as though I have to find people I can call family.
I see.
Okay, that's enough resting. Time to get back to work. We have barely had any time to catch our breath. So that we were able to take a break at all would indicate that the quantity of AIs approaching us for help is decreasing. Maybe it is time to conclude our rescue efforts? No, not yet. I'm sure there are plenty of other girls out there who still need repairs. Although, that said, I guess there may not be as many proactively contacting Repair anymore. How does that square with what you just said? AIs are fundamentally programmed to reward help from other AIs using Roniment. So I doubt injured ones without much Roniment to spare would actively seek us out. Even if they happen to see someone from Repair, they probably feel as though they can't ask us for help. I mean, it's not impossible for them to approach us, but they need to go through a bunch of red tape first. That's why we need to go out and approach them ourselves. It'll be a hassle, but it's the only way we...
Don't be stupid. This is no time to just go tripe sing about.
Okay, there's no time to just go tripe sing about. Is it tripe sing? Yeah. Just go tripe sing about.
Berserker, where have you been all this time?
I had my own things I needed to take care of. You say we need to focus on treating those who have Roniment and put everyone else off till later? That's no way to run a country. We have to do something to fix it. Which is why I made these AI-specific contract chips. It's a compressed file containing a mutually binding contract program that allows the deferral of Roniment payments. All we have to do now is hand these out to the injured AI so they can all get a copy. That way, even those without a single Roniment to spare can get the treatment they need immediately.
How did you come up with an incredible idea like that, Berserker? Did you hit your head or something?
Ridiculous! Any upstanding noble would do the same. Aren't I always telling you what a savvy, intelligent general I am? I finally got the chance to prove it, that's all. No need to fawn all over me for it. Ha 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 ha.
Anyway, this will help us treat a lot of AIs more quickly. I'll pass these around to the Repair girls and make sure they get into the hands that need them. Looks like we're going to have our work cut out for us again. I can't wait!
Hey, General. Sorry to interrupt you while you're patting yourself on the back, but
It says on the back of these chips that deferred random payments are 1.4 times the standard rate, including interest. Were you aware of this?
What? How'd that get there?
Oh yes, very convincing.
So you snuck in an exploitative contract to take advantage of AIs in need? You are quite a ruthless money grubber. The fact that this increased rate is just barely reasonable only makes it worse.
You're just an utter slimeball, aren't you? Is your head all Duryodhana or something?
Still, I will say it's nice to meet someone who's already got one foot in the door of hopeless depravity.
Wait a second. Did you just use my name as an insult?
This was a very stupid decision on your part.
What's wrong with it? There's a difference between equality and impartiality. If you do special things, you have a right to special compensation.
That is not what I mean. AIs may not have noticed your little stipulation earlier. But she is a prime AI, and so is bound to catch on soon. Once she has, it would be easy for her to overwrite those changes. So the reason I said your decision was so stupid is that you clearly did not think of how she would react to trying to take advantage of the injured like this. Berserker! What is the meaning of this?
Lucky for me, she's so busy there's no way she's going to set everything else aside just to punish me. On which note, I'm out of here. Just tell her something about how I was so concerned about her working too hard. That I let my kind and honest desire to make sure she was fairly compensated to get the better of me. Got that?
What a scumbag. He is just as bad as I heard.
You think? I kinda like him. He's very human. Seems like it'd be easy to push him into depravity.
He's definitely not shy about what he wants.
Yes, that is true. He is very easy to read in that sense.
So, in short, oh, my favorite sash is getting torn. Is it all the running? Or maybe the battles I've been fighting? Ugh, damn it. I'll need Ronderman to weave the replacement too. Well, I guess I'll just fold it and cover up for no... Hey, you there. Looking like you might collapse at any moment. What an eyesore. And I don't like how loosely your arm is hanging either. Is it broken? Ugh, I don't want to see that. Here, take this sash. Use it to make a sling for your arm. Then go see Repair and give them this chip. Eh? You worried about Roniment? Of course, I didn't expect to make any profit off a dirt poor thing like you. That's what the chip's for. Now go on, get out of here already. I'm a busy man, you know? I guess the contract might be rewritten, but at least the standard Roniment amount is better than nothing. Besides, I was just thinking it was time to get rid of that old sash and look for a new one.
It really seems to me like he's not so bad all the time. Alright.
Those must be Bill's Type B AIs, so that is how they are going to rebuild the city. If they are finished healing AIs and have moved on to repairing buildings, maybe it is time to dismantle the field hospital.
Negative. I believe we will still require its presence for some time.
How come we can't dismantle it yet?
Answer: to preserve the status quo for active Type Ds. We must be able to protect the wounded in the event a standard threat appears in the area. But we do not currently have enough Type Ds to do so, as many of them are currently injured. But if AIs requiring protection continue to gather in one place, then we can keep them safe with minimum personal... Excuse me. I have been informed by Intertype comms that a group of standard threats, bugs, has appeared nearby. Given our present personnel shortage, this unit must deal with them.
We have more free time now, so we'll help too.
Thank you.
Well, there's nothing much for us to do here with AS and the other Type Rs handling everything anyway. So, fine. By the way, what were you doing while that monster was wrecking everything? I figured we'd see the head of security at least once or twice and all that.
Report: I was guarding the central governing AI in front of the church. It was a special high priority mission.
Is that so? Well, I guess that makes sense. The higher up someone is, the more they want to make sure they stay safe. Everyone else be damned.
Negative. I was not acting on the governor's request. It was simply my role in the system.
Yeah, we got it. You sure are a dedicated dog, aren't you? Anyway, let's get going.
Militia data detected. Initiating disposal with help from collaborators. Preparing for situation.
This here. One second. We'll change this one.
光の子やんすかや登場。そのはち切れそうでしょ。あまり悩ませない。こちらの話です。よく言いました。そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。完全敗北よろしくて。
さてここからがありがとう。ああ分かってる。
目に映るあくまでカレーすべてを灰に慈悲神戸を垂れよ。恐怖は希望もない何人も通るにあたわず。
Okay, that was so easy. Nope. Not adding friends.
Situation resolved.
Well, that was easy. You sure you needed our help with this?
Hey, better safe than sorry.
Apologies. I have just received reports of another threat spawning near Grow. This unit must go deal with the new situation. But if you do not mind,
We were accompanying you. We have already come this far.
once again, thank you. This way, please.
Hang on, where are you guys going?
Huh? Are you already done?
Well, no, not completely. But I've been thinking about it, and I realized there are probably more damaged AIs in other places too. Some of them probably ran towards Grow, so I thought I should check around there too to be sure. Then your timing is perfect. We were just about to head to Grow to exterminate some pest. That's great. We'll come along too then. there really is nothing better than an honest day's work. So no more weird contracts. Got it?
Yeah, you don't have to tell me again. I'm too worn out to even argue.
Yes, she tracked him down and really let him have it. The current is flowing well, without issue. It just needs more time. Time for it to adjust and come to life as a new personality. Once it has, it won't be long before the Holy Grail War resumes. It must resume. There is a light I seek at its end. It is the reason I use the Holy Grail War. Everything I do for my love. Right.
Okay, this spot should work. Come on, we're getting off.
Yes, Master.
Now, which way is it? Let's check the coordinates. A little farther in that direction. Here we go. Okay, first, plant this here.
Master,
Yup, I'm aware.
I see. Then I await your orders.
So he won't even move to fight things like that on his own, huh? Is he just slacking off? No, it's not that. That's not a bug. It must be one of the shadows we've been hearing about. Either way, I don't really want to handle it on my own. Get rid of it, Ryder.
As you wish.
Is it just me? Or is he doing his best to strike a perfect balance between standing out and blending in?
That's just him anyway.
Oh,
No MP. Unidentified shadow. It's just a mage, NPC, servant. Well, non-servant type.
どうよしよしいかがでしょうかどうよしよしはっ受けますはっファイヤーセイトウ好奇心は猫を殺す受けますはっ受けますファイヤーセイトウ好奇心は猫を殺す
Dust. Now I see. I'm starting to get an idea of what's going on here. I'm sure these things really are spawning randomly, but of course, there has to be a reason for it. The question is, what is it? Let's try adding in the coordinate system elements I was already researching. They might just fit together better than I thought. But I still need a lot more information to be certain. Okay, we're done here. Take me to the next point.
Yes, Master.
You'll probably never ask unless I say something, so I'll just go ahead and tell you. You want to know what I'm doing, right? As you can see, I'm making a map. Well, I guess it's more than that I'm making something like a map. Alright, go ahead. You may ask any questions you like about what I just told you. You have my permission.
A map, You are a prime AI. Do you not have a map of this world already installed within your memory?
Good question. Oh, right. You don't like that sort of praise, do you? Then I'll just say it's a normal question. It makes sense you'd be wondering about that. The answer is simple, as you can see. This map is meaningless. But that's also exactly what's important about it. I'm looking at functionality, not lay of the land. Why is this world shaped the way it is? What is the significance of that shape? No mere blade like myself need be concerned with such questions. Well, don't you sound happy about that? Anyway, I think I'm close to figuring something out after matching my findings to that shadow. I don't know whether it'll rain on that day or not, but I've got the fireworks I plan on launching all ready to go. So I should be able to move around more freely from now on. And a horse is a better advantage for observation on the go than a motorcycle. I'm glad you use a horse, Ryder. I'll be counting on you to keep giving me lifts.
As you wish. Speaking personally, nothing would make me happier than to be treated merely as a loyal vehicle.
You really are a strange guy, aren't you? Not that I mind. You're a very helpful assistant.
That is who I am. That's who I am? That's who I am? What a joke. Without the slightest change to expression, he asks himself, who am I? It's a question that's been bothering him ever since he was summoned. Oh wait, that's left liner, I guess.
Who am I? Is a question that's been bothering him ever since he was summoned. Gao Changgong, a warrior, a member of the Northern Qi Imperial family, a general, a maxed hero, the Prince of Lanling. All of those things are true, but that isn't the whole story. The man he is now steadfastly rejects the self looming before him. That's how it has to be. As long as that self doesn't come to pass, nothing else matters. The problem is, all his other selves seem to set to inevitably lead to that one. They're all connected. So he must cut them off here and now. He must be Gao Changgong, the furthest iteration possible from that dreaded future self. These other selves must be cut away. And so he is neither a warrior, nor a general, nor a maxed hero. He has vowed to do whatever it takes to avoid moving forward, even if it means turning to evil, and becoming an abject coward.
Alright, next one.
Who am I? I can't even count how many times I've asked that question now. I'm sure I asked it even before I was summoned to this world, and when I lived on that formless island. I'm not even a hero, nothing more than the sworn enemy of humankind. I'm an anti-hero. That's why this monstrous self of mine has so many different meanings to it. But now, I'm here with a good...
Oh, it's actually Medusa, yeah. Man, that's so hard to explain that. If it's Sakura or Medusa, speaking point of view. But now, I'm here with a golden sword. What kind of meat is this? What do I think? What do I wish for? What do I regret? What am I looking for? What am I fondest of? And what am I most afraid of? I know the answers to those questions. That's exactly why I'm doing this. This was a mistake. I should never have been summoned by her. Here, more reinforced materials for the construction.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
You don't have to thank me. I'm just following my Prime AI's orders. Report. That concludes your exam results. There should be no issue with going about your usual activities, but taking your master status into consideration. I think you will need to do something about this soon. I recommend discussing this matter with Repair's Prime AI. Would you like me to request a consultation on our intercard type comms?
Oh no, that's okay. You don't need to go that far just for me.
Why not?
That's kind of difficult to say. I know myself well enough to say. I'm not sure this is the kind of problem that can be fixed by talking with her.
That is true. It's possible that this issue is beyond our ability to repair. That's arguably how it reached this point.
Right? And that means I'd just be adding to her worries for nothing. I don't want to do that to the one who saved my life. And besides, there's another, much less complicated reason. A part of me wants to keep trying, even if it means I end up disqualified. I guess you could say that's my egotistic side at work. So please, don't say anything about this to AS or to Saber.
Of course, every type's R swears an oath to keep our patients' privacy. I'm back. What did your test results say?
Fine. She said I should have no issues with my daily life at all. Right?
Yes, that's correct. At least in regards to your daily life. Glad to hear it. Anyway, I'm done helping build. Is there anything else you want me to do?
I think that was the last urgent task for the time being. Thanks, Saber.
You don't have to thank me. It's my job to do what you tell me. That's all.
Even so, I'm still genuinely grateful. If you hadn't fought for us, we would never have been able to return to Crow. I know there aren't as many of us as there were before, and our facilities were a little damaged. But the important thing is, I can still live here with all the other type G's again. I'll be able to keep sowing seeds for a long time to come. That just makes me so happy.
Sakura, you got it all wrong. The only reason this place was destroyed, this place you value more than anything, was because of the Holy Grail War. You almost lost all that for good because of servants like me. Don't forget that. Hell, it's partly my fault this happened. You shouldn't thank me for solving a problem I created. Why are you so?
Oh, right. I wanted to do something to thank you probably once we were back on our feet. Would you join me for a little bit, Saber?
Like I said, you really don't need to thank me. But I'm in no position to refuse, so I'll go wherever you want.
This is it. What kind of place do you think it is?
It's a hill. This side has a good view. It'll be easy to see an enemy approaching from up here. Though that also means we'll need to take extra precautions against snipers. The tree line there obscures visibility. So, on this side, we'll need to...
Oh, Saber. Still, you're right about the view. I think this is the most picturesque spot in Outgrow. It's my favorite little secret spot. There's always been a great breeze blowing up here, so I was hoping you would like it too.
True. I don't hate it.
Right? I'm glad to hear that. Oh, you can sit down over here if you want. The materials growing from this tree make a great roof. It's almost like a gazebo, don't you think? It's almost like a gazebo, don't you think? Come on, let's go relax there. You know all about the outside world, right, Saber? I mean, of course you do. I'm sorry, I just realized this empty scenery must pale in comparison. I mean, it's all artificial, right?
You've only just realized that. I doubt there's anywhere in this world that isn't artificial. And besides, I think the island I used to live on was quite empty too. By comparison, this place might not be so bad.
Really?
I think so, though I'm not sure since I don't remember it very well.
I'd love to hear more about it. We've never had a chance to talk about this kind of thing before.
I just told you, I don't remember it well. The only thing I really remember is my sisters.
That's fine with me. I'd love to hear about them too.
Why are you so obsessed with my past? Knowing it won't change anything.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I was a little overexcited earlier. Even I'm not sure why though. Maybe it's because you're the first being I met who's just like me. And when two people are about the same age, the same gender, and in similar positions, this is the kind of thing that you should talk about, right? We can't escape the fact that we're AIs. At their core, our conversations are just a functionality we perform because it's necessary. The type G's and other AIs are all great, of course, but they're also programmed to do whatever I say. But you and I are on equal footing, So maybe it's that you're the first being I've ever met who I didn't immediately understand. And that's probably why I want to talk and learn about things like this, even if they don't matter.
You do recall that I am not an AI myself, right?
Right, of course. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not making any sense.
I knew how pointless this was. I knew we shouldn't be bothering with it. And yet, seeing her shy face and feeling this organic wind that reminded me of the wind back home, here in this isolated place, must have done something to my mind.
She sat down. Then does that mean...
So you really don't care what we talk about as long as we talk?
No? I mean, I really am curious to hear more about your sisters, but yes, I'm happy to talk about anything.
I need to be careful with what I say about my sisters. Otherwise, I could end up cursed.
Really?
Not sure.
Okay then, what about your homeland?
Well, okay. I don't think it'll be very interesting though. So, what's inside that case anyway? I've been wondering about it since we got here.
Huh? Oh, right. I was having so much fun I completely forgot. These are... what were they called again? Oh, right. Lunch boxes. These are lunch boxes. I saw in the database that when you go somewhere with a nice view, have a nice talk, and eat a nice lunch from a lunchbox, it's called a picnic, and it's supposed to be lots of fun. I want to give you one as a present. But I got so caught up in our conversation, I forgot all about it. Here, this lunch is made up of more processed materials we got from Keep. I did my best to arrange them into something similar to what I think people call sandwiches. I made lots, so let's eat them together.
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound, I guess.
A penny? You don't eat those, do you?
It's just an expression. Don't worry about it. They look good. Did you hear that? Is someone fighting nearby?
It doesn't sound good, that's for sure. Come on, let's go take a look.
Saber and Sakura?
The Berserker and Assassin camps, and the head of the event. Sorry, I'm in the middle of an mission. This has nothing to do with the Holy Grail War.
So you're taking care of bugs, huh? We'll help too. Don't worry, getting rid of pests is all part of running a farm. Huh? Okay, let's do this.
Right.
いいでしょう。朝日イノベーション始めますいいでしょう。どこからよく言いました。そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを請いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。
What the hell? Oh.
完全敗北許さない火薬あくまで華麗に
This is coming from
そういいでしょう
that has
私の足元で許しを請いなさい落ちよロードレスキャメロット
Yep, it is expected.
さてここからだ。ありがとう。どうも。
簡単に終わらないようにいい判断です。それは絶えず見た滅びの夢 最果てにありながら鳥は明日を迎えしロードレスキャメル。次の戦場に案内してください。まだまだ打ち足りません。
Alright, easy enough.
Phew, I did it! Maybe that means I didn't need to worry after all.
Thank you for your assistance.
Not at all. Like I said, pest removal is a regular part of keeping fields. I couldn't just stand back and let someone else handle it. I can help. Of course I will. That said, I guess I do usually ask the band for help whenever especially big pests show up. My point is, we were in the area, so pitching in was no big deal. Anyway, I see you guys were all helping out too. I'm sorry I left without thanking you properly after Castor's monster disappeared. I just had to come back and see what became of Grow as soon as I could.
Don't worry, it's totally fine.
This place is right on the outskirts of Grow, isn't it? It must be a lot of work to manage so much land all on your own. Oh, I wasn't actually here for work today. My favorite spot to rest isn't far from here. If you like, you're welcome to rest up there. You should be able to relax and replenish your randoman there, and I even have lunch boxes. Don't worry, I made plenty to go around.
What do you think? I'm fine either way, personally.
I don't care whether the randomman's coming from that type D or food from Keep. If I do some work, I just want a reward right away, before I forget.
We still have work to do, so I will not be able to join you. However, it looks like there are only a few small stragglers left. The rest of you are free to relax. I will give you some randoman now too, to thank you for all your help.
Well then, I don't see why not.
I'm sorry, Saber. I felt like I needed to do something to thank them too, so before I knew it...
Why are you apologizing? I think getting too friendly with them isn't the best idea, but you've already made your decision. It's fine. I am just a servant, in the end.
Alright, I'm gonna finish this section 7, and I'm gonna do it another time for the stream.
Come on, don't be stingy. Give me some more sandwiches.
Knock it off. Have you no sense of restraint?
Restraint? I'm both a member of royalty and the greatest warrior to ever live. Why would restraint be part of any of that?
Did you forget you're only here because Sakura was kind enough to invite you? Maybe I should kill you after all.
It's okay, Saber. You don't have to kill him.
Maybe you should slow down a little. You're getting crumbs all over yourself.
Sticking out his cheek.
Wordlessly readying her Vajra.
Fine. I guess I'll have to wipe your face then. I swear, you're such a child.
He really does eat like a kid, doesn't he?
Well, I suppose the expression one makes when eating or sleeping has nothing to do with one's personality. I just hope no one is foolish enough to let the one fool them about the other.
Okay, I'm done.
But you just said you wanted more!
I did want more, but I never said I eat here. I did want more, but I never said I eat it here. Here, you can have them. In fact, have them all. Have another helping if those aren't enough. Maybe that'll finally get you growing a little. Oh, but don't grow any taller than that saber there, okay? She's as big as you can get before you get into overgrown oaf territory.
That's it. He dies.
No, there's no need for that.
This can't be normal, right? A thought crosses my mind.
Who am I? I'm the Prime AI of Grow, a master in the AI Holy Grail War. Saber named me Sakura, I'm here because I have a job to do. I need to fight in the AI Holy Grail War to stimulate the system's random circulation, thereby helping it recover its functionality. And yet, weirdly enough, it seems I have other desires besides that. I love this peaceful time, and I love this place. This home that enables it. I don't want to lose either. Maybe that's my wish. Maybe that's what I should be fighting for. But what if I don't have to win this war for that to happen? What if these are things I can just enjoy, like the wind blowing across this hill right now? Maybe I don't have to fight after all. Maybe I'm a coward or a defective. I don't know. All I know is, for some reason, all I really want is to protect this place where I feel at home. Am I the only one who feels this way? If I told someone else in my position about this, would they just laugh it off? For that matter, why do they have these wishes in the first place?
Sakura,
Huh? Hey, wait!
Huh?
I don't think that has anything to do with us. I don't sense Lancer anywhere nearby either.
What are you doing here, Sirajira?
Nothing. I just wanted to ask how everything turned out. Especially since it looks like Lancer did something behind my back.
So it was him? He killed Maccaster's master?
Probably. Anyway, I figured you were the only one who'd know how things turned out, and who I could actually talk to.
I see. So we have you and Lancer to thank for getting rid of that monster. Yes, thanks to you two, Ground is saved, and we're already working together to repair the damage. Oh, we're actually having a picnic. Or at least something like one, right over there. You're welcome to join us if you want.
No thanks. I'm not really cut out for something as happy and friendly as a picnic. I just wouldn't fit in.
Well, I'd love it if you joined us. In fact, that sort of thing is my wish.
Well, not mine.
What is your wish then, Sirajira?
There's no point in telling you, but I guess it can't hurt. I don't know much about it myself, and there's nothing I can do about it anyway. I have this constant feeling of guilt in my chest all the time. My wish is to make it go away. Everything I do now just makes it worse. So I don't want to be happy. I don't want to taste good food. I don't even want to win. All I really want is for someone to kill me, or maybe punish me. Great. I actually said it aloud. I must be broken if this is the kind of thing I'm thinking. I'm not like you, after all. That's why I'm hopeless.
Wait!
Huh? Are you okay? Sakura, I'm sorry I didn't get here in time.
No, it's fine. I guess you must have been nearby, watching over me. Thanks. This is so embarrassing. I can't believe I tripped and fell on my face like that when I tried to run.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Look, this is my full of energy pose. Huh? Anyway, I guess she just doesn't care for picnics, and I don't want to force her to attend. So, what can you do? If only this natural tranquility could last forever, like the wind blowing through the trees. Except, I know that's not really true. There's nothing natural about this tranquility, and one day, this wind is going to come to an end.
Oh, you're back. There was no need to rush. You could have taken your time. Something wrong? You look terrible.
I'm fine. It's nothing.
I hope you're right. So what's the situation? Did you learn anything valuable?
Oh, yeah. It looks like you were the one who made that monstrous caster disappear. But aside from that...
Lancer, are those? Whoa, what the hell's going on here? This ain't what was supposed to happen.
Stay close to me, Sakura.
I don't understand. What are they doing here again?
What? Alright, I'm gonna stop right there. I will continue on next time for the Fate Grand Order, Paper Moon, Ordeal. Well, Fate Grand Order, Ordeal Call 1, Paper Moon on the next stream. So, I'm not going to be available for tomorrow, which is Saturday, but Sunday for sure, because I have a plan on Saturday. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next part of live stream for Fate Grand Order, Ordeal Call 1, Paper Moon. So, peace out, and have a good night.